Touch me not. How come it's called touch me not?
Ballistic blow up, yeah. Ballistic seed dispersal.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, those seeds are the best thing. If you've got a little kid who's not happy being on a walk, find some of this in the fall and you'll turn them right around. They'll never leave the woods because they'll want to go around and hit every one of those seeds. Who's eating the seed? Just one person and me? They taste like walnuts. I highly recommend a nibble here or there. I mean, you know, you're not going to be able to, you know, put it in a nice salad, but you know, you could nibble on them a couple times, and they're really a pretty color too. If you ever look at them, they're kind of a teal green. Some of them, like your shirt tank, and but they're tasty, and it's just a very entertaining thing. What else is jewelweed good for? We just poison ivy. Yeah, so you needed to rub this on you when you were walking. Of course, it's not growing when those are blooming. But mosquitoes too. If you ever get really badly mosquito bitten, it's kind of nice to take the stem of this and crush that and run that juice on there. So that helps with that. But this is a floodplain plant that is well adapted to, you know, the shifting soils down here, the longer hydro period where it's wet for a long time. You know, this germinates in the spring. You'll see all those little leaves germinate in the spring, and it takes till now for this thing to get this big and start to flower. But that's just the process for this species in these floodplains. But this is a really good floodplain plant.
Is it a shade tolerant or intolerant?
Well, it's doing really good right through here, but you will see it in a place where the canopy has closed too. But it just kind of gets really rank. We talked about native things kind of being aggressive. Give this thing some sunlight like this, and it's going to do all it can do while it can. But you know, behind us, the tree that's got all the vines on it. What is that species? Sycamore. And where do we usually find them? In a floodplain. That's right. Now, occasionally you'll find a sycamore that's up a little higher, and you'll be like, huh? But for the most part, they're a tree down here along the streams. And I sure love those in the wintertime when they just look like beautiful white bones along a stream valley. If you're on a road that's a little bit high and you can look down on them, they're just gorgeous. So, and we don't have time to go there, Tank, but I love that. Is the tree still standing? That's
fell over Christmas break.
No! Oh, that's sad.
We still take kids there.
Okay. Yeah, there was a tree that you could get a bunch of kids in. And being an Ohioan, I read early histories. There were sycamores that were so big along the major rivers in Ohio, you could drive your sheep in at night, the hollow ones, and keep your sheep, your whole flock in there, and you wouldn't have to worry about any predators getting after them, and people would camp out in them too. So sycamores are nothing to the size we think, oh, that's great, but in those days they were enormous trees. And of course they had all the nutrients they could use, plenty of soil moisture to grow big, but you know, these are pretty good sized specimens here. And that's the one good thing about a state nature preserve. It's protected in perpetuity, so stuff can only get bigger and older till it falls over in a windstorm or something. But this will never be turned into anything else.